Hello, everybody. This is Adrian, and welcome to Cryptos Are Life. We are going to be kind of touching base on some of the stuff we've been talking about over the videos here, and just checking here to make sure I can got everything working here on the live stream. And it appears we are all set and all good to go. So I know I know it's a bit early today. I'm gonna try to do the live streams earlier as early as I can, and then maybe do a midday or a late day one just to kind of recap on what we've been talking about here. But I have been giving I guess my input as far as people keep on asking me where to pick Tron up, if it's too late to pick Tron up. I had been telling everybody under 550 Satoshis is where I would re-enter or start a new entry if you aren't already in a position. And we are now looking this morning almost about 650 Satoshis. So any of you guys that did take that advice or that input, like to go ahead and congratulate you for that. That's a pretty good return there. It's about 20%. And even more if you were picking it up along the way, along the different videos. I still do feel that it is a solid project and that it is going to have a next big couple days, not just the next big couple days, but I mean the next couple months. I mean we got the mainnet coming on May 31st, and then thereafter all the dApps and everything like that are going to be put on the network. I mean I just believe this is a long hold altogether, and I do believe that it is a strong winning project overall. I mean, it's getting a lot of hate, especially right now. There's like a ton of FUD going on around it, but I mean that's just that's just going to be something that you're going to encounter on every project that's going to be doing well, that people have lost their asses on before. And there's just haters in the world, and there's no way of getting around that. So I try not to get upset by a lot of the ridiculous things that people are not only posting on about Tron, but also like sending me messages and comments and stuff like that. I mean, some of these guys are just straight up ridiculous. So just, I mean, if you're experiencing any of that type of uncertainty or anything like that you'd be finding out there, just ignore it. But let's dive into it and let's see what's going on here. We have 1 day and 17 hours left until the launch of the testnet, and we are already starting to see some serious performance out of Tron TRX. Just a few days ago, we were seeing it in the 300 Satoshi level. We are now approaching the 650 Satoshi level quite quickly, and building momentum, building steam, getting it out there, new people accumulating the project, and it's building some support. Last night when it was hitting the 600s, I was really hoping that this morning that it would still be right around the same area, if not a little bit higher, to start building some support in the 600s. And it's doing that. Mind you, we are on a BTC or a Bitcoin decline right now. So we are seeing the higher Satoshi levels because the Bitcoin prices are dropping so that it can maintain that 5 cent price range. But that's still okay because it's maintaining its 5 cent price range, even though Bitcoin's down to about 7,500 right now. But we'll get into that here in a second. So we do see that we've got about a little less than 2 days left before the testnet launch. And if I'm correct, from what I've been following Tron and everything like that, it should also be the introduction, along with the testnet, the introduction of a coin burn process. So I want to get that clear. I've mentioned it several times in several different videos. They're not going to be burning one big block of coins at once. They're going to be implementing a coin burn process so that every so many transactions or so many tokens per transaction or whatnot, it's still uncertain how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it a lot like Ripple. So every so many transactions or every so many tokens per transactions, so many coins will be burned, or a percentage of those coins will be burned. So it is an ongoing coin burning process, not just a one-time burn of a big block of them, which is good for the long-time holders because you now have an implemented long-term coin burn process that will continuously dwindle at the overall supply. So that's good for long-term holders. So that way your coin values are going up as they become more scarce. It's not going to be something that happens overnight or in a year or maybe even 2 years. It's going to be a very minimal amount that's burned. So it is a longer term play as far as if you're hoping to get an increase on your price per coin as they're reduced. I don't believe that's the bet you should be playing with this here. So get that cleared up. And I believe March 31st on that live stream, the coin burn process will also be explained. So we'll tune in for that. And also something new that I haven't been on the Tron site for a couple days, but something new that I saw that they do have listed their dApps now. So you could see some of their like official partnerships that are on here now. We've got the Paywo, Game.com, Gifto, Odyssey, Obike, Miko, Kitty Live, GSC, and Baofeng. So I don't see Spacey on here. I don't know if that's something that actually ever like fell through for some reason, or if that's something that they have in their back pocket to re-announce at a given time. Maybe maybe in the next few days with the launch of the Testnet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the market overall. It's not looking too exciting. We are under 280 billion. Let me refresh this because I loaded it a couple minutes ago. Yeah, so under 280 billion, 278, with a BTC dominance of 45.7%, with BTC on the decline at $7,500. And as you can see here, everything is in the red except for Tether. Tether doesn't count. So everything, I believe, like in the top 75 is in the red, and significant losses. I mean, we're looking at 16%, 10%, 8%, 9%. You've got a couple single digit, like this one's only 0.003, but I mean, for the most part, it's all 5, 10%. So 76 right here, Kin is 2% up. So 75 in the top 75, Tron is the only one positive on the day. That to me, that's an excellent sign. Not only is it positive on the day out of the top 75, one or two out of the top 100, but we are now in the top 10. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. So Tron is now in the top 10 as well. So even though the overall market's in decline, we are gaining market cap position and staying positive on the day. That is huge. Let's take a look at it here. We are now looking at a 3,180,000,000 market cap. So we are over the the $3 billion market cap with Tron TRX. And it's looking good. It's looking strong. Are we going to get the run that we were expecting out of it or hoping for? It's hard to say in such a down market. I think there's two sides to look at it that way. One side, we may not get the run that we were looking for or hoping for, to that 10, 11 cent range, because everything's dropping and everything's not doing as well. There's not as much money moving around. Two, people are going to get frustrated with their coins that are dropping, see Tron running up and cutting their losses and say screw it and jumping into Tron and trying to catch some of that wave to make some of their losses back. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And I believe that's kind of what happened with Storm the other day. And I believe that it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch. It's really tough decision. I really was hoping to enter this week and through the beginning of April in a $350-400 billion market cap, in somewhat of a start of a bull trend. And I mean, Leonardo Gonzalez saying right here, too high to buy now. I mean, it depends. If you're looking to make some fat profit over the next couple days, it may be a little bit high. But if you're looking to hold this for a year, I still think under 5 cents or right at 5 cents is still a sweet deal, and you can't lose. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I'm doing this purely as my thought process unfolds, and these are just my ideas and what I'm doing. I accumulated all of mine at the 2 cent range, 2.5 cent range, 3 cent range, 4 cent range. So I'm in the green on all my positions right now with Tron TRX, and I mean, it's really whatever fits your style of investing. I still anticipate coming into March 31st at a minimum seeing a 7 or 8 cent Tron. I mean, I'd be incredibly surprised if it didn't with the test news, with the Testnet, and I'm pretty sure they've got some other developments that they're going to drop on us with that information. I mean, I'm still hopeful for a 10 to see 10, 11 cents. But minimum, I would say 7 or 8 cents. I mean, I would be blown away if it didn't. this thing just moves so quick and it's already building such momentum that it would be very, very surprising to me if it were not to hit a minimum 7 or 8 cents. And giving to that notion, let's go ahead and take a look at the coin trends. Just in my last video a couple days ago, Tron was in first place as far as mentions on Twitter. We are now still in the top 3. So I mean that's awesome. We've moved into the top 10 on CoinMarketCap. We're still in top 3 on Twitter mentions by far. I mean, first is Bitcoin, second is Ethereum, and we're not too far behind them. And then third is Tron, and then everything else below that is half or less. So I mean that it still has a strong social media presence going into this. I do expect maybe through today and tomorrow starting to see Tron take first place here. I think Bitcoin right now is kind of there, and Ethereum is also there because they're just so down right now, and they're a lot being talked about a lot. But we do see that it is above Ripple, which has a significantly higher market cap. And really, this is the pricing is all just dictated by supply and demand. So we see a lot more people talking about Tron and a lot more people interested in Tron than Ripple by double. Then that's also going to have positive reaction to the pricing there. So that's very cool. Let's take a look at Tron's chart here. Let's take a look, I guess, at the 1 day here. Okay. So we are building support here in the 5 cent range, and I don't really see it at all possible to drop it through the next couple days after the testnet and after everything's been out there and issued and whatnot, all the news has been settled. Yeah, I believe there will be a pullback. However, going into March 31st and especially before the live stream, I mean, I'd have to say that it's going to definitely be hitting that 6 cent range. Hopefully, I'm really expecting that towards the end of today, being in the 6 cent level, and then hopefully through tomorrow, the 7 cent level. And if you take a look at the price action and the price patterns, we're seeing like kind of like a stair stepper. We're seeing like kind of like a stair stepper chart. Let me go ahead and pull up the year. So it's not like we're drastically spiking up and then spiking down and pulling back. We're going up a good 10%, building consolidation sideways, going up a good 10%, building consolidation sideways. So it's definitely, see, here's our step here, step there. We did pull back a little bit here, but we're on our way back there now. So it's definitely going to be interesting to watch. Like I said, I was really hoping to not be in a sub 280 market cap going into this news for Tron and such a big announcement for Tron. However, I believe Tron, if any coin, can defy the current marketplace and still show gains as it's currently doing and showing us here now. So that's my thoughts on Tron and where we're at and where we're going with it. Again, I've been recommending to make your buys under 550 Satoshis. Hopefully those of you that follow me good have done so, and you'd be in the green right now by a good 20%. However, if you have not bought Tron, I would definitely do your homework on it, get your own opinion formed on the project, and make your investment based on not trying to make double your money in 1 day based off some testnet that's coming out. Make your investment on, is this something I'm willing to hold for a year? And is this something that I believe has a future? That's how you make real money with your crypto investments. You don't want to be jumping coin to coin, being a little coin groupie, trying to ride news waves everywhere you go. That's just stressful on your lifestyle, and that's just not going to be good for your portfolio overall. So if you're looking for a long-term investment, I believe it's still a good entry point. If you're looking to become a millionaire by Friday, you might just want to go spend your money on some scratch offs and see how that works out. So another coin that I have also taken a big position in yesterday would be OCN. I've increased my position with OCN with the release of their wallet that's going to be integrated into OBike. I think they said tomorrow. So either way, they just came out with their wallet. I believe it was yesterday. They're integrating it into OBike, and it's 1 cent. So I jumped into it. I bought a lot of it. I have a whole lot of OCN at 1 cent. You can't go wrong. Its highest peak has been at 11 cents. And I did profit on OCN before when it initially got listed on KuCoin. I bought it like at 3 or 4 cents. It went all the way up to 11. I sold it like at 9 or 10 cents. So I am pretty confident and safe with my 1 cent position. I mean, I'm pretty cool with it. If I leave it sitting there for a year or whatever, and it gets back up to the 10-cent range or whatever, I am ecstatic and thrilled with that. And with a $20 billion market cap, that makes my position even more comfortable and more safe. With all the news coming out with Tron, with Odyssey, OCN being on the Tron network, that makes my investment feel more comfortable and safe. The founder of OCN, the CEO, he's also a badass, just like Justin Sun. As a matter of fact, I think they're homeboys. I'm sure they are. They've done live streams together and everything like that, and mentioned that they've been friends for a long time. That makes me feel really cool at 1 cent at a $20 million market cap. So if you feel like you've missed the boat on Tron, I don't think you have, but if you're just adamant that it's too high now, this is another good project to get into. It's very closely related with Tron. They're pretty much little. Tron's like little brother, pretty much. It's got a $20 billion market cap, but it's at 1 cent. I don't know what else you'd be looking for in a project if not this. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to throw me something down in the comment section. You can also follow me on Twitter. My damn Twitter account had gotten blocked for like a week, and they would not reinstate it, and I have no idea why. However, I am back now, and you can follow me on Twitter. It's at CryptosAreLife. If you enjoyed the content, please throw me a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you might stay up to date with all of our latest videos. Happy trading, and let's make some serious Tron profits.